Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start your day, whatever time it may be. And for this video, we're going to be discussing the 10 best class setups after the new 1.09 update within Black Ops 4. If you guys could drop an early like in this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. If we can get this video to 500 likes, I will drop a video discussing the new sensitivity update and changes within the game. If you guys are unaware, they actually went ahead and added a new option within the sensitivity settings. You can actually adjust the ADS sensitivity as well as your high zoom sensitivity. So if you guys want to see a video kind of breaking down the best settings for this new sensitivity update, drop that like. If we get to 500 likes, that'd be awesome. And do not forget that I'm also be hooking up a subscriber with the tier 50 battle pass, because the new Daemon 3xb SMG is just it's next level. But without further ado, let's get right into the video and talk about the 10 best class setups after this new update. So within the game now, the introduction to the new Zero Specialist has changed the game significantly. I honestly have had to change a lot of my playstyle. I've had to mix up my classes, change some things, revert back to some things I was running within the game first came out. And honestly, I think you guys should definitely be on the lookout and definitely adjust your class setups accordingly. This is probably the most important updated class setup video, just because the new specialist is a really big hindrance to players who like to run high streaks and who are liking, you know, to go on nuclear gun streaks. So my first class setup is going to be the Vapor XKG. Now the attachments don't really change. Now with the thing I switched over from my gear is, you guys can see I went ahead and I put the acoustic sensor back on. Now the reason why I run the acoustic sensor now a lot more as opposed to running something like the stem shot or the ComSec device is because the Zero Specialist, when you're calling in your UAVs, when you're calling in your counter UAVs, they can hack those extremely quickly. So you want to have a little bit more map awareness, especially when you're essentially going to be working against your teammates. If you think about that, if you and your teammates are all running UAVs and somebody in the enemy team calls in, you know, that system hack ice pick device, they're simply going to take all your counters, they're going to take all your UAVs, and everything that you worked up is now going to be working against you. So that's kind of why I run the acoustic sensor, so I have that added awareness, so I know where enemies are on the map. And also, when you guys are actually getting hacked with that new ice pick, the acoustic sensor actually still does work, and you can see enemies coming up on you, and you obviously still have the heightened senses with your footsteps, so you can hear them if you have a headset, which is really helpful, and why I run that. So I run Scavenger, Dexterity, as well as Dead Silence on this class setup. I like to run Dexterity on my setups personally. You guys can run something like Gung Ho or Lightweight, but I like to slide around corners, and Dexterity with sliding is very advantageous on this game. I recommend you guys trying it out if you guys have not already. Now, I have the same exact class setup, but I have on the ComSec device. Now, I run this class setup if I'm in a lobby where there aren't any Zero users. If I see that nobody's running Zero, odds are I'm not going to run the acoustic sensor class setup, because my stuff's not going to get hacked. So I can go ahead and run this. But worst case scenario, if somebody does switch to it, I have on the Ghost perk as my tier 3, just in case if I call an UAV or my enemies call an UAV, I'm still off the radar. There's a lot of countering you guys have to use now within your class setups because of the new update with the Zero Specialist. It's honestly ridiculous, and if you can run a suppressor on your weapons, I highly suggest you run that. The Vapor honestly is one of my top builds for this setup. I believe this is going to be the best class setup you can run right now because of how overpowered and how annoying the new specialist is. My tier 3, I have the KN57. I'm running the stock rapid fire as well as Dead Silence. I have a shotgun secondary. I've actually been liking running the shotgun secondary, especially if players are rushing me, and the fact that I run the acoustic sensor on classes where if I'm playing against other people running with the Zero Specialist, having that shotgun to swap to it at close range is really helpful. And if you guys are running low on ammo, maybe, you know, you're shooting somebody, they get around a corner, just turn the corner with that shotgun, get that easy pickup. It's really helpful, and I recommend you guys checking it out. I dropped the optic for the shotgun, and I think you guys should probably do the same as well. As far as the perks, the same exact class setup. You guys can see another copy and paste class setup from my previous Vapor build. The same thing with the K57. This is another solid build I recommend you guys checking out. If you guys like the KN, this is definitely a setup that I feel you guys will be able to rip it up. You guys seen me drop nuclears with this setup. It's really, really good, and yeah, you got to counter a lot of things with the new Zero Specialist. Now for my tier, class setup number 5 is going to be the Rampart. Now you guys already know Rampart with double FMJ is really good, especially playing against other tryhards, destroying streaks. This is one of the setups I'd recommend you guys using if you guys are playing other sweatier players with the new Zero Specialist. If you're calling in, your attack choppers, your drone squads, or maybe even something like a sentry gun, you got to take that stuff out. The Zero Specialist immediately destroys all of like the attack chopper, and it destroys the gunship. It takes out the strike team, but the drone squad does stay active on the map, and it actually works against you, and as well as the UAV. So having double FMJ to easily take out those score streaks is really helpful, and the Rampart is just an amazing rifle with double FMJ, so I recommend you guys running it. I have the acoustic sensor, and you guys can see here for my tier 3, the Rampart really isn't a rushing weapon, so I still have on Ghost on this class setup just in case that I have to work against a UAV. I'm not going to be really in the spawn since I'm not running around with the suppressor, and the Rampart really isn't that amazing at close range. It's good, but I'd much rather have a KN or a Vapor in a close range environment, so that's kind of why I don't run Dead Silence, because I'm not moving around the map as much with this class setup. I have that shotgun secondary just because the Rampart, is not that good at close range. If somebody does come close range, I'm going to be alerted with the acoustic sensor. I can easily swap to the shotgun and easily take them out. My class setup number 6 is going to be on the Swordfish. Now, the Swordfish is really, really good. I recommend you guys checking this one out. Now, I have on the Reflex, I have FMJ, Hybrid Max, as well as High Caliber. I'm actually running the ComSec device on this setup, Scavenger, Dexterity, as well as Ghost. Now, this class setup I pull out only in a lobby where there's nobody running Zero. If I just want to just absolutely dominate, I'm going to run the Swordfish. This weapon is absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, it is the best tactical rifle. A lot of people think the Auger DMR is really good. I do like the Auger DMR, but I like the Swordfish. I like its consistency, and because it's gotten buffed multiple times, it has absolutely no recoil, and you can easily one burst players across the map. So I recommend you guys checking out this class setup. It's really good, and I think you guys will be able to rip it up and dominate every single lobby you get into it, man. Definitely one of the best tactical rifles in the game. My class setup number 7 is going to be the Titan Sandstorm. Now, I actually put down the Titan, but I brought it back out just because of the Zero Specialist and how people are playing. If I'm in a lobby where people are just not moving, they're camping, I'm going to pull out this Titan class setup. I have it with the Reflex, I have extended mags, FMJ, as well as the stock, and I put on the acoustic sensor, so I'm alerted if people are coming up on me, and if I get hacked, I still have that awareness if somebody's going to be coming around the corner. It's just a fantastic setup. This is honestly one of the best weapons in the game, if not the best weapon. They actually did nerf the Titan. They increased the flinch you get when you're getting shot, but honestly, it really isn't that noticeable. If they're mid-range to long range, they're going to get destroyed by this class setup, and I recommend you guys checking it out. I have on Scavenger, Dexterity, as well as Ghost. You guys know Ghost because if I call an UAV or my teammates call an UAV and it gets hacked, it's going to be working against me, and that's just a no-go. So I'm running for class number 8 is going to be my SMGs. Now, these are the setups that I like to run when I'm playing free-for-all, team deathmatch, or if I'm in a domination lobby where people are just, running around. I'm gonna pull out my Spitfire. Spitfire is honestly my favorite SMG. Absolutely amazing. I like to run it with the extended mags, the fast mag, as well as FMJ. If you guys are running an SMG and it has on FMJ, I highly recommend you guys putting it on, because of the fact that players are now punished for calling in streaks because of the new Zero Specialist. I found that a lot of players that were running ComSec device or stem shot have recently switched to body armor because their streaks are less effective, so they're just trying to stay alive a little bit longer, maybe cheese out an easy gunfight. So I recommend you guys running FMJ on literally all your SMGs, because if you run across somebody with body armor and you're running an SMG at mid-range, you're going to be just destroyed. So that's why I like to run FMJ on the Spitfire. I have the shotgun secondary, really good option when you're running a Spitfire. If you're in the spawn, if you know people are coming at you really fast, you can easily swap to this, and coupled with the acoustic sensor, it lets you know if players are coming up on you. It's just a GG, probably one of the best rushing class setups in the entire game. I got on Scavenger, I have Dexterity, as well as Dead Silence. Now, again, I have another class setup. I pull out this class setup if I'm in a lobby where nobody is running the Zero Specialist. I have on the ComSec device to get my streaks a little bit faster, and Ghost just in case somebody switches to it and decides to hack my UAVs. I'm obviously not going to be punished, you know, for calling a UAV that they just took and that they just stole. So that's kind of why I run Ghost. My class set number 10 is going to be the Cordite. Now, the Cordite with belt feed FMJ rapid fire is really good. I like the FMJ combo with the Cordite. Like I said, an SMG, if you can run FMJ on it, run it. And especially with the belt feed, the reason why I like the belt feed on this weapon is because I can drop off Scavenger and I can run Tac Mass, so I don't have to worry about any of the annoyances in the game. So that's kind of why I like to run belt feed. And I have on Dexterity as well as Dead Silence and the acoustic sensor. You guys know if I get hacked, I still have that awareness, I still have the footstep noise, and I get to see if somebody is coming up on me. Now, I have 2 additional wildcard class setups I'm going to show you guys. I think these are some really good setups. I have on my GKS. Now, for the GKS, I like to run long barrel, I like to run extended mag, as well as suppressor. This is one of the best suppressed SMGs, and I recommend you guys checking it out. Have the shotgun secondary, acoustic sensor, Scavenger, Dexterity, as well as Dead Silence. This class setup, like to get in the enemy spawn, flank them, take them out, coupled with the acoustic sensor, you know where they are, you can hear them coming up on you, and it's just an overall amazing class setup. And obviously, if you get hacked, you still hear them and kind of see where they're coming from. You guys can probably see within my class setups, I have a lot of setups now built around countering Zero. That's kind of how you have to play the game right now, because the current meta is the Zero Specialist. There's at least 1 player running it every single lobby. If you're playing team deathmatch, there's at least 2 players. You have to counter this specialist, and I think these class setups are going to be best for you to do so. Now, my final class setup you guys can check out is going to be the Daemon 3x Speed. This is the DLC SMG that just came out. Unfortunately, this submachine gun does not have the FMJ option, but it does have on high caliber. So if somebody does get a shot on me when I'm bursting them, and 1 bullet goes to the head, I'm going to be killing them that much faster, and that's kind of why I like to run FMJ rapid fire, as well as the hybrid mags or dual mags. It doesn't really matter, but hybrid mags gives you a little bit more ammunition in the clip, so might as well run hybrid mags. And I have on that reflex sight, I have on the acoustic sensor, Scavenger, Dexterity, as well as Dead Silence, just so people don't hear me and I can get in the spawn, run around, and you know, if I get hacked, obviously, you know, I still have that awareness. These are going to be the 10 plus 2 additional wildcard class setups, the best 10 class setups in my opinion you guys can use after the new 1.09 update within Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Let me know what class setup you guys think is the best. Personally, the 3 class setups I believe you guys are going to be absolutely destroying with are going to be my Vapor class setup. I believe you're going to be destroying with the KN57 class setup, and I also believe you're going to be destroying with this Rampart class setup. These are going to be the 3 best ones in my opinion that are going to be the easiest for players to use. And also, if you guys are submachine gun rushing players, this Spitfire class setup is going to be amazing as well. I think these setups are the best after the update, and hopefully these are going to be helping you guys increase your KD, get a little bit more kills, you know, drop your streaks, and just stay alive longer and counter that pesky Zero Specialist. Hope you guys do enjoy today's video. It's been your boy Ears. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Let's get to 500 likes, especially if you guys want to see that new sensitivity setup video. Also, going to be hooking up a subscriber with a tier 50 battle pass. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn post notifications on, and yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. Let me know what class setup is your favorite, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.